All right. We're back with another live stream. I have, I'm gonna make an announcement on my YouTube posts or the community posts pretty soon that I will be discontinuing the blog posts that I've been doing since October for every show on American television that I would review and meticulously write notes for. I just don't have the time for it right now. It doesn't take that long for me. I've come up with a pretty fast way to do it, but still, even that little bit of time, I cannot afford to wrestling at the moment. But I still want to watch the shows, so the best I can do is I'm just going to watch them and give comments as I'm watching. I know it's a long videos when I do it this way, but this is my first watch of this show, Against All Odds, TNA. This is on Friday. It was a pay-per-view, and it aired right after SmackDown, or kind of right at the end when SmackDown was about to go off the air. This show started. So I was very impressed with the Go Home show the night before on Thursday. I thought it was a really solid just show overall, a solid TNA Impact episode by itself, standalone, and it also did a very good job of setting up this pay-per-view, which has a couple matches that I'm very interested in. As I've mentioned on my last live streams, that done, they have been giving us so many shows lately, flooding us with wrestling shows. I blame mostly WWE and AEW as the shows. I don't know, they're competing to like somehow like give us so much wrestling that you have to pick one company to watch. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to just watch WWE and I don't want to just watch AEW. So I've decided to come up with my own way to do this. And I skipped through a lot of the shows. I figured out how to just skip through the matches basically. It's not, to me, it's not necessarily seen one match, seen them all. But a lot of these matches are kind of repetitive. And a lot of these wrestlers do repetitive moves. And I think it's interesting when you're there and you're watching it. But when you watch them as TV shows and TV series, um, I don't need to see them do the same moves every time and the same dives every time. So as long as their work is solid enough where I don't mind them and I don't think they look fake, I'm just gonna accept it and just skip to the ending and skip to the booking and see if there's try to see if there's any interference spots and real angles in the match. Otherwise, I don't want to just watch wrestlers work, man. I don't want to watch like indie wrestling. But anyways, in terms of this show, Against All Odds, I'm excited to see a couple of matches that I'm probably going to watch all the way through. That first one being Robert Stone against Santino Marella for power and control of TNA. Robert Stone, who works for Ava on NXT, somehow got like some stroke, somehow like the higher ups in TNA gave him almost equal power to Santino recently, who had been in charge of TNA during their rise to prominence in recent months, where they were just kind of in the doldrums, and then this partnership with WWE kind of was giving them some momentum. So, but the fact is that Santino is and always has been a little bit of a joke wrestler, which is fine. He has that accent that he puts on; it's not his real accent. And then Robert Stone comes in looking, I don't know, probably somewhat a little more like someone that a corporate company would put in charge. So I think that feud has worked out really well. And then today they're having a match. Not today, it was on Friday, but I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know what happened. Excited to see what happens. Um, but that's one that I'm excited to see. I'm gonna actually do a watch along on that one. The other match that I'm kind of interested in is the Steve Macklin against Mance Warner match, the international title match. Um, I've been kind of entertained by Mance Warner and his girlfriend Steph Delander, so I think he's a unique character, and I want to see how that match goes. I think Macklin's going to retain, but I still think it'll be an entertaining match. Other than that, it's a it's kind of a mixture of not being interested at all and being like half interested. Um, Half interested, I would say the Masha Slamovich and Lei Ying Li women's knockouts world title match. I think is somewhat interesting just to see if Lei Ying Li can hang and put on a good match, but she won't win. So the result is not in doubt. The booking's not in doubt, but I'm kind of still half interested to see if that can be a good match. The Nemesis and the Rascals will face off for the tag team world titles for the TNA brand, and I like the Rascals. I even like the Nemesis a little bit. I think Ryan Nemeth, since he's turned heel and joined his brother, has been a lot better than when he was just being like his own annoying character on his own. Um, but the matches that I'm really not interested in at all, unfortunately, is the world title match itself. Trick Williams against Elijah. No offense to Elijah, but doesn't have any chance. So this is just a placeholder match. Um, and Kazarian against Joe Hendry, which I presume is some kind of sort of number one contenders match. Joe Hendry hasn't gotten a rematch against Trick since losing the title. So it seems to me like he should have got a rematch, but he's in this match with Kazarian. I like Kazarian a lot. I love Kazarian. But there's something about this that I just don't really find appealing or entertaining or interesting because I don't think Kazarian's going to be the one they're going to push to get this title back from Trick. It's probably going to be Joe Hendry, if anybody. So Joe Hendry will probably win that match, and I guess we'll see if there's anything interesting in the booking. Other than that, I will watch the promos. If there's anyone who cuts a promo or is interviewed backstage, I'm always interested to see someone talking, and if there's any angles backstage, I'll keep track of that. And that's about it. All right, so I'm starting with the pre-show. The pre-show was 30 minutes, and I'm going to just skip through it all, mostly, and I'm going to just check to see if there's any interviews or promos or angles. So here we go. This is TNA Against All Odds. It was Friday, March 6th. 2 days ago as we speak. I'm watching this late night. I will have to skip through some of these matches that I don't want to see. I'm late at night. It's 1 in the morning where I am. Monday, June 9th. So this has been a couple days ago now. And I will have to skip through some of it. Unfortunately, I just cannot watch every match of every wrestling show, and I want to kind of get this done kind of quickly so I can go to sleep, and maybe in the morning I can run through Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank before I got to go to work. So let's see if I can pull that off. All right, I'm going to hit play on Against All Odds, the pre-show. So let's see if there's any matches or anything.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents Countdown to Against All Odds.
Tonight, the fans are filing inside the Mullet Arena on the campus of Arizona State University in the greater Phoenix area. TNA Wrestling is proud to welcome you to the Countdown to Against All Odds. And tonight, in our main event, it will be the notorious attraction, Elijah, who attempts to take back.
All right, so they're having pre-show arrivals here, kind of like they do in WWE. Oh, the personal concierge is in the ring. I love this guy. Okay, so I don't know what they're up to. If they have a tag, I know that the World Knockouts Tag Team Champions for TNA is the Elegance brand, Heather and Ash by Elegance. Really enjoy these guys. I think that's a silly gimmick that's really worked. So I'm gonna check out what the personal concierge has to say. I think his name is George Iceman. He's a Canadian guy. He's really funny. I am very very entertained by him. So,
ladies and gentlemen, I am the personal concierge. You shut your mouths because I have important things to say. Did you know that Arizona University has the most STDs in the entire United States of America?
We're at Arizona State, so nice job.
Hey, but not to worry, because most of you wrestling fans are all a bunch of 40-year-old virgins. Including that idiot in the TV truck in a tie. You're all a bunch of degenerates, so shut your mouths.
What the
I
fuck?
would proudly like to introduce the only 3 ladies in this building that are disease-free. So stand up and show some respect for the gorgeous, the beautiful Heather M. and Ash, the Elegance brand.
What a way!
The only 3 people without STDs in that whole building. Nice.
And against all odds, and
Oh my gosh.
watch out, let me be poked, please.
They're wearing skin-tight devil outfits with devil horns, I guess. They usually have some fancy outfit that seems really expensive, but they're cosplaying devils today. Okay. Ash by Elegance, who was Dana Brooke in WWE, and Heather by Elegance, who was Heather Reckless, and then M by Elegance, who was just Maggie Lee. So they've given them makeovers and they've joined the Elegance brand. I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know if they're having a match or something. Let me skip forward a little bit. Oh.
And their opponents, first, the team
Myla
of
Grace and Harley Hudson.
Myla Grace.
The newcomers. Who are they facing exactly? I'm not sure. Oh, and Zaya Brookside. Okay, so I know 2 of these girls. Zaya's from Liverpool. And one of these girls, Myla Grace, I think is also from Liverpool. I don't know where Harley Hudson's from, but okay. Yeah, Zaya Brookside was at Monsters Ball last night. I mentioned that there was a very good go-home show. There was a Monsters Ball match. There was also an X Division title match between Moose and Eric Young. I'm in bed, by the way. I'm doing this from bed because I just don't want to sit up to watch wrestling. I don't think it's worth it. Sitting up is like work, man. Sitting up is like you're at a desk. It's harsh on your back, you know what I mean? So I'm just laying in bed watching this. I might have to change positions eventually at some point during the show. But okay, so we got a 6-man tag, 6-woman tag. It's a pre-show match. I got a lot to do tonight and tomorrow, so I can't watch all of this. So I'm gonna have to forward. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mash the forward button and just see who wins. What is my prediction? I don't know. I kind of see the Elegance brand losing here because I think Myla and what's her name? Myla Grace and Hudson. They lost on Impact, so Harley Hudson, I'm sorry. I gotta try to remember her name. I actually follow her on Twitter. I followed her on Twitter when she was an indie wrestler. Now she's on TNA. She's made it big. But okay, so they lost the night before on Impact, so I think they're gonna get their win back here. Let's see. Let's skip forward to see the booking. I'm forwarding. I'm mashing the forward button now. I'm doing this like there's no tomorrow, because for me, there is no tomorrow. I might not have any time to watch wrestling tomorrow. I gotta get through all these shows that they've flung at us. WWE are so fucking full of themselves that they thought that they deserved to have 2 shows on Saturday, Worlds Collide and freaking Money in the Bank. So they're that amazing, right? That they're really not, though. I'm exaggerating. WWE are spreading themselves thin, in my opinion, and really kind of pushing their viewers a little too far now to stick with their company, because they should really focus on having 1 or 2 good shows instead of 5 shows a week that suck, that I have to forward through literally every match. But okay, so I think I'm at the finish here for this match between the Elegance brand and the newcomers to TNA and Zaya Brookside. It looks like the personal concierge is going to get involved. So let's see how this happens.
With the trident by the personal
Yes, 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 yes. Personal concierge nails Harley Hudson Swanton Bomb from Ash by Elegance, and the Elegance brand wins again. Okay, so they're too inexperienced. They haven't won a match yet in TNA. So at least on Impact, I don't know if there was something on Explosion that I missed. That's one show that I really don't watch. But okay, I got to forward. Let's see what the personal concierge has to say.
On the best looking TNA Knockouts tag team of all time. You know, not since Cleopatra have you seen such beauty and power. Ladies and gentlemen, they are unstoppable. They are unmatchable. I give you the Elegance brand.
You gotta love it. Wait a minute! Bray Wyatt! Could it be? Yes! Where did they come from? Jesse McKay, Cassie Lee, the inspiration, the women's tag team is back! I don't know if you saw that. They made their intentions very clear, and look at that, already set to go. The brand new Inspiration t-shirt is available now? Are you kidding me? Right now on TNAmerch.com. The Inspiration is back in TNA Wrestling for the first time in years. What a way to begin against all odds.
Alright. Well, I gotta say, I don't know these people because I stopped watching TNA for many years. I just got back into it last year. And there's a big hole in my TNA knowledge from like 2014 to 2023. So, alright, they're the Inspiration. They got two eyes for inspiration. Looks like they're gonna be the next challengers for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Alright, good, whatever. I'm moving on. Alright, I'm skipping through these promos. Alright, backstage, I think I got a segment with, it looks like John Skyler and Tasha Steelz, who have been dealing with a Mustafa Ali who is not the Mustafa Ali that recruited them and showed them love and when they needed it most and when they were down and out. But they're still kind of with him, even though he's lost his positive luster and he's been kind of a shithead, fucking attacking people for no reason. So let's see what Tasha Steelz and John Skyler have to say, because this team is like kind of recently formed. I don't know if it's time to break them up, but let's see what's going on.
Hotch, I don't like this. Something about tonight just doesn't feel right. I'm scared for you.
No, listen, Tasha. I'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. The night before on Impact, Mustafa Ali set up a match against Jason Hotch. Sorry. Who's the only guy who is not really with him having this mean streak. Skyler is the one who's with them. Hotch and Tasha Steelz are not. But they've been kind of bullied into being with them. So let's see how it goes.
Okay. I've gone through much worse in my life, trust me. Just promise me you'll be in my corner. We'll get through this together.
Members of Order 4. Tonight, everyone's loyalty. Hotch. Actions have consequences, and tonight you will face those consequences. Skyler, the truth must be heard. Therefore, you will be doing commentary tonight. And Miss Steelz, you will represent all of Order 4 when you stand in my corner tonight. Any questions?
Hey, it's me. Listen, you're the only one that he'll listen to. Can you help me out? Great.
Well, I gotta say, sorry, I gotta talk into the mic. I gotta say, I haven't gotten this so far. I've just been like wondering why these people don't stand up for themselves. Tell Ali to fuck off. Do they really need him that bad? But I guess they got something up their sleeves. Someone from Ali's past. I don't know who that could be. I don't know his details of every. In WWE, I don't really remember him having such an ally like that. But okay, moving along. I forgot that match is even on the card. I am slightly curious to see if this group breaks up in that match, but I guess I'll keep an eye on that one too.
Well, that's with Jason.
All right, forwarding along. Oh, Steph DeLander. Looks like she's grabbing the mic off of and interrupting the announcers who are talking.
Nino Morella is going one-on-one with Robert Stone. Oh, Steph.
I am so sick of hearing about how dangerous Steve Maclin is. You want to talk about danger? You think my man got the nickname Southern Psycho by playing nice? Steve Maclin, I know you're all about respect, but tonight, I promise you, Mance Warner is going to disrespect the hell out of you. It doesn't matter. I don't care how many wars that you've fought in, because nothing will match being in a fight with Mance. So you can kiss that TNA International Championship goodbye, because tonight it comes home with the hottest couple in all of TNA. And if you have a problem with that, tell someone who cares.
Thank you to Steph DeLander for sharing her thoughts. Steve Maclin will defend the TNA International Championship against Mance.
That was a half a thumbs up promo. Unfortunately, she stuttered a little bit, one little falter, but okay. She wants that title back, the international title, which before that was the Digital Media Championship that she was quote unquote gifted to by PCO, so she thinks they deserve it back. So that's slightly interesting. I like the booking. I think it's going to be a good, solid matchup. But let's move along with the pre-show. They're showing a video package here on the whole Robert Stone Santino storyline, which I'm not going to play. You don't know the story. If you're not watching TNA, you shouldn't be watching me. This is like a good supplement. Like if you've already seen this and you're like at work, maybe you can just leave this on and I'm going to play some promos and stuff. So Santino's in the ring with his daughter, Ariana Grey. So let's hear what he has to say before the match.
Well, guys, tonight is the night. Everything's on the line. This might be my last night at TNA Wrestling. But it's not just for me wrestling. It's the place I poured my heart into. You know, the guys in the back, they looked up to me. I was able to pay it forward, help the next generation. It gave me purpose. And thank you. And Robert Stone wants to take all of it away. But Robert Stone doesn't care about the audience. He doesn't care about the people at home. He doesn't even care about TNA. He just wants the title beside his name. He doesn't want the responsibility. He just wants the clout. I can't let that happen. So, Robert Stone, I say this to you right now. If you want my job, come and get it, you son of a gun. You are officially under review. Ask and you shall receive the sheriff.
It looks like they're really trying to get people to buy this pay-per-view before the show, on the pre-show here. So they're sending the big guns out there. This is a very interesting matchup. So here's Robert Stone from NXT with Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford, who was Alicia Fox back in the days. I didn't know that when she first showed up in TNA, but that's kind of interesting. But okay, Let's see what he has to say.
A second. Look, being very, very honest, Santino, that was all very adorable. But the problem is, TNA doesn't need adorable. TNA needs Robert Stone. Hey,
I mean, maybe they could use someone other than Santino, but not Robert Stone, for fuck's sake.
Bad guy, yeah. After I beat you tonight, Santino, you're gonna be gone. But Ariana Grace, I'll make you my personal maid. Look,
You
the
son of a
reality
gun.
is tonight, TNA is officially ran by me, and there is not a damn thing that you can do about it. There is something I can do about it. And I'll tell you what it's going to be. Because tonight I fight for myself, I fight for baby Ariana, and you know who I fight for? All the families watching at home. The grandmother, the grandfather, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, everyone that gathers around in the living room and the family room, and they love watching wrestling, and they build memories. I fight for those kids.
Matt Cardona.
Is in the impact zone.
Unexpected.
The hell is Matt
I don't know
Cardona
what
doing
the
here?
fuck he has to do with this, but let's see.
It is no secret that I'm a free agent, okay? I don't work for any company. Not TNA, not WWE, not your cousin's backyard fed. So I don't owe anybody anything, which means I'm the perfect man to call this match right down the middle. So as per TNA management, you're looking at the special guest referee for tonight's match, Robert Stone versus Santino Marella.
That's not bad. Sure, why not?
WWE guy versus TNA guy. Who cares? Both companies screwed me over. So trust me when I say I'm going to call this right down the middle. Well, I really hope that you're telling the truth, Matt Qdoba. Okay? And Robert Stone, maybe you didn't read the tiny little letters at the bottom of the contract. Because there's one thing I forgot to tell you. You see, tonight, the Cobra is legal!
This whole thing just got turned upside down, Ray Walt.
A legal Cobra. Cardona as the special guest.
Yeah, because the Cobra was such a lethal move back in the days. Alright, well that was an extra twist that I didn't see coming. I'm skipping through the rest of this pre-show. I'm still on the pre-show, by the way. Good fucking god. I'm gonna get through this whole Against All Odds show, whether it kills me or not, before I fall asleep. So, First Class Penthouse with Mike Santana. Oh my god, that's gonna be amazing. Mike Santana is gonna kill these guys. They've totally fucked up his fucking his TNA World Title match on NXT. This is the first time they're meeting up again because nothing happened between them the night before on Impact. So I'm looking forward to this. I didn't see this on the listing of matches, but that's gonna be fucking dope. I think that's pretty much the end of the pre-show. Here's Trick Williams arriving at the arena. And I think I'm going to skip to the main show after this. Let's see what they start the show with. Heck yeah. Alright. Against All Odds, 2025.
The TNA Wrestling World Championship. A championship that has been a symbol of the outlaws, the overlooked, There's only one way out of here. It represents the underdogs who carved their own path when the rest of the world seemed to slam the door. You wanna come with me? Wanna set you free? We still hear the echoes of doubt telling us we were never supposed to be more than a footnote in the history of professional wrestling.
It's all about total non-stop action.
Instead,
Mike
we
Tenay
became the standard, the blueprint of what this business can be. We became a revolution. We became the company that refused to die. And the TNA Wrestling World Championship was earned in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. And when you held that championship, you represented the independence, the rebellion, and everything they said we could never be. The flag of TNA Wrestling now flies in the hands of an outsider. A man molded under a different banner, forged in a different system.
The TNA World Champion, Trick Williams! There may be no saving TNA from Trick Williams.
The standard has changed now. Trick Williams is in charge. I call the shots.
You're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win.
It all starts within.
That's where legends begin. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. Find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Alright, so the whole opening video package was for the world title match. Okay. They're in Arizona State University. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. Alright, let's see what the first match is. Mance Warner with Steph DeLander against Steve Maclin. This is one of the matches I kind of am really interested in. I might do a full watch along on this one. I don't expect to see a title change, but I'm still kind of just entertained by Mance Warner, and I'm sure Steph DeLander is going to try to help him. So let's jump to the beginning of the match and see how it goes. Here's Steve Maclin, the international champion, AEW's international champion. I'm sorry, TNA's international champion. AEW have one too. It's Kenny Omega.
International Championship, and as I said, that episode of Impact following Battleground, that was a statement made by Steve Maclin because our current TNA World Champion is NXT's Trick Williams. Couldn't even be bothered to show up live on that episode of Impact or last night's episode of Impact. Hell, he showed up late in the countdown to Against All Odds.
Our current champion, as weird as it might seem to say that about NXT's Trick Williams, obviously operating on his own schedule.
Warner out of the corner, trying to light up the chest of Maclin. Who do you give the edge to in this sort of match?
I mean, I give the edge to their elbows and their fists. I mean, again, you said it. These are two nasty, hard-hitting brawlers who are going to push each other to every limit.
The psycho knee there by Maclin. Maclin proved his mettle in the International Championship Tournament. And now it's Maclin, a scud delivered to Warner.
Nice dive.
Maclin would go on to defend successfully at Rebellion against Eric Young, then once again against EY in a bloody dog collar match that led to a minor skull fracture. The scar is on the forehead of Steve Maclin. That's what Matt Cardona went after during their title bout a few weeks ago.
Maclin proving his mettle, as he always does. Look out, Manser. The Southern Psycho laying prone on the floor here.
Maclin keeping an eye on DeLander, and the elbow drop delivered to Warner. Maclin has promised to hold the line as a fighting champion for TNA Wrestling.
To his credit, in between title defenses too, he's doing things like supporting the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, walking every single floor of One World Trade Center, representing his fellow men in arms.
And Macklin looking extremely confident here in the early goings of this TNA International Championship matchup. He's reigned as champion now for 50 days. A former TNA World Champion as well is Macklin. Macklin back inside. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring.
Wait a second.
Oh, and it looked like DeLander grabbed Macklin.
There you go. All right, so there's the first bit of interference. I would call this not a clean victory now, even if Mance Warner wins some other way. There was interference. So in my book, the way I see it, it's already not a clean match. You want a clean match, it should be a Continental title match. No interference, no one at ringside.
Oh, these open palm strikes right to the collar.
Nice. You know what? These forearms are pretty well laid in. Compared to like John Moxley forearms that look fucking shitty. Or Tomohiro Ishii forearms that fucking suck. That's why I like this match. I'm telling you, I like these wrestlers. I'm not going to watch too many matches as I do my watch-alongs. On the next couple of days, I'm going to try to catch up and watch Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. But a lot of the matches I'm already anticipating skipping. That shows how much I think of these two. At 1:30 in the morning on a Monday, I'm actually letting this match run. But I'm not going to do that for every match on this show. I'm going to let this match run. I'm going to let the Santino match with Robert Stone run. And maybe some of the Masha Slamovich and Lei Ying Lee match. And then I want to see what happens with AJ Francis and Mike Santana. And that's pretty much it. After that, I'm going to bed.
Press here by Macklin. Macklin raining down these right hands on Warner.
Look out.
Going for an Olympic slam. And down goes Warner.
Does Macklin have the Southern Psycho where he wants him?
Oh, led him right to the middle of the ring to clobber him. Cover. Oh, and Warner got the left shoulder up in time. The viciousness of Mance Warner cannot be underestimated, but it shows you just exactly what Macklin has done with the TNA International Championship, that it drew the eyes of Warner and DeLander.
I mean, it was Mance Warner and Seth DeLander who were literally standing by watching that brutal dog collar match with Eric Young a couple of weeks ago. And they were just foaming at the mouth, essentially, at the opportunity that's in front of them now.
And now Warner, nearly got caught in the crosshairs, able to avoid DeLander in Macklin's face.
Look out, look out!
Oh, and Warner connected with the boot.
Just enough of a distraction there, and boom!
Charging at Macklin, connecting with the neck breaker on the outside.
Nasty landing for the international champion.
Again, the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring, not via countout or disqualification. I know that Warner can thrive in extreme environments, no disqualification environments, but can he play this game against Macklin and capture the title? Oh, head first goes Macklin. Going after that previously fractured skull to win the title, and a kick out by Macklin.
Again, that fracture is a result of that barbarous dog collar match. Warner done his homework, had Macklin scouted, it seems here.
Oh.
Again, skull-on-skull contact.
Straight headbutt. Matt Cardona had a similar approach. It was a little bit more refined, I would say. I would say Mance Warner is a little bit more blunt.
Just a tad, as Macklin about to get blunt here.
Oh, God. Oh, and a DDT on the hardest part of the ring.
And Macklin's not stopping. He's not going to let that momentum slow down.
How's that for Blunt? And now Macklin going up top. Warner's down. But DeLander at ringside again, creating a distraction for Warner to take advantage.
It may not be an ODQ
Excellent work from Steph DeLander, helping out her boyfriend, I guess, at this point it is.
To walk out of here with gold.
From the top turnbuckle, Warner and Macklin. Oh my God, a superplex!
That was almost disastrous there. But Macklin and Mance come in the hard way.
I was surprised to learn that Steph DeLander and Mance Warner are actually a couple in real life. Because, Jesus Christ. Nice knee to the face. Excellent work from these two. I think Mance Warner could be a WWE wrestler. If he's gonna go anywhere, he should step up. Steve Macklin too.
Oh, bell clap there by Warner.
But yeah, like I was saying about Macklin and Steph DeLander, man, they swap spit heavy on this show. It's kind of hilarious. But yeah, they're actually a couple, so I guess it's okay. I hate when like wrestlers do it and they're not a couple, or they're actually like with someone else, but they're making out on camera. It's like, dude, you really gotta do that. But at least this is true love.
You're going through hell. Keep going. You'll run into old Manser. Oh, now look at Macklin, who stared hell right in the eyes and kept on fighting. And Macklin throwing hands here when Mance Warner for the TNA International Championship.
Yeah, I'm really liking this match. I'm liking the selling. I think everyone is sold perfectly well. I'm giving this 2 thumbs up at least so far. Maybe more based on the finish. Let's see what the finish is.
These two pulverizing each other for the International Championship.
Putting everything on the line. The physicality has been through the roof in this matchup.
Macklin able to avoid Warner. Scoops him up. Oh, look out. Warner could be caught here.
Look out.
Lined up. Warner gets caught in the crosshairs.
And is it just a matter of moments now?
KIA plants him.
Oh my God. Well, it was to be expected. It was to be expected. Macklin's gotta give this title some legitimacy before he gives it up, so. Good match, excellent match. I give it 2 thumbs up, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next booking, whatever the next segment is. I'll probably have to skip forward through a lot of the show, like I mentioned earlier. It's a backstage promo for Elijah. He's getting a world title shot. I'm not such a big fan of this match happening. It's very much a placeholder match. I think Trick's going to continue his reign, but it's okay.
Gia, I am feeling hot. Here in the Valley of the Sun, let me tell you, it's over 100 degrees. It is hot in this place, and you know what, though? Trick ain't used to the heat. He's not used to the heat. I know he's sweating. I know he doesn't got it inside, okay? This is what I said. He's built on hype, not heart, and it all starts within. So tonight, in the Valley of the Sun, with the TNA Championship on the line, I am going to bring that TNA Championship back where it belongs, back home to stay. And Trick, you are about to find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Well, Elijah has a chance to bring the team.
Wasn't such a big fan of that promo. Very ordinary. Just like I assume the match is going to be very ordinary, but moving along, let's see what we got next. The next match is The System. I did not expect to see The System. Who are they facing? Let's see. Leon Slater and the Hardys. It's a 6-man tag. I didn't know about this. But the Hardys are all dressed up. They got their glow-in-the-dark shit going on, but broken Matt Hardy's gonna cut a promo, so let's listen to it, I guess. I gotta listen to every promo. I promised.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Tippy? I can tell you right now, there are three of us, myself, my brother Nero, and Leon Slater Hardy right here. And there's 4 members of the system, but we found a partner. And we didn't have to go far because he's from right here in Tempe, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the hometown man.
He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man.
What the fuck? Cody Deaner's back? Oh my god, I was not expecting this. I was gonna forward through this match. Did Cody Deaner lose to Eddie Edwards at Under Siege? And
It's his gear. It's his beard. Clearly something felt to the correct. The last time we saw Cody Deaner was at Under Siege. Lost his opportunity at a new contract in that match with Eddie Edwards. That was the last we saw. We figured we were done with.
I guess it's I won't back down, but I'm a hometown man. Alright, well, okay, Cody Deaner's back as the hometown man. I'm kind of digging that. At least he's back. I thought he was going to be gone. I thought they were going to use him as an example to say, hey, sometimes people do lose career matches and they just got to go. Maybe he wanted to retire, but I didn't know. I don't know what's up with Cody Deaner. But he's back. Okay, that's cool. I'm sure the system are going to be pissed that he's back. But I do have to skip this match. Alright, so I'm sorry. I got other matches to watch. I got to go to bed sometime soon. And I'm just going to forward to the booking and see if anything happens in the end. Here comes Eddie Edwards. This is kind of an interesting part.
To your point, at Under Siege, Eddie Edwards beat Cody Deaner to end Deaner's career in TNA Wrestling.
You can see there, even Eddie Edwards was frustrated, feeling like he put Cody Deaner out of the business, out of TNA.
You can understand the tactic by Slater and the Hardys because this has completely disrupted the system. And a bulldog out of the corner by the hometown man.
He the hometown man. Alright. I'm moving on. Let's just see who wins this match. Come on. Let's get out of here. Glad to see Cody Deaner back and everything. I'm mashing that forward button. I'm sorry. I have prefaced my live streams every time by saying there are just too many shows and I can't just sit and watch wrestling all fucking day and night. I got jobs, man. I gotta make money. I still want to know what happens. Leon Slater pinned Moose. What the fuck? How did that happen? I rewinded a little bit.
Face to face. You know, it's just a matter of moments now, lined up.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on! Slater is
Well, Leon Slater should get an X Division title shot, obviously, because that's what happened with Eric Young last time. He got an X Division title shot, and he fucking should have won at Ultimate X. I still think he won Ultimate X. But, oh, holy shit, I didn't see that. He does that every time, though. He does this incredible dive over the top rope that just looks fucking good. So, alright, that was a good showing for Leon Slater. I get the point. Cody Deaner also got the win, but I'm gonna listen to the injury report now. Let's see.
Currently out of action following the injuries she sustained in the brutal Monsters Ball match last night on Impact. Medical staff.
What the fuck? Rosemary ended up being the one to actually get put out from that Monsters Ball match. I was worried for Xia Brookside that I didn't want her to get hurt like Daphne did many years ago, just to show she's tough or something. But luckily, she got out of it looking pretty unscathed. So that match turned out to be a success, I think, just because no one got severely freaking hurt.
Confirmed that she is recovering, but will be sidelined indefinitely as she undergoes evaluation and treatment for multiple injuries. Tessa Blanchard remains sidelined as she continues to recover from TMJ, an injury to the jaw and surrounding area. There is no official timetable for her return, but TNA officials will continue to monitor her status closely. Both Santino Marella and Robert Stone have successfully passed all pre-match medical evaluations ahead of tonight's highly anticipated showdown. Doctors have cleared both men to compete at 100%, and with their reputations on the line, neither is walking in with excuses. This TNA injury report is presented by Bioflex.
Well, good news to hear that we are all set to go for that historic match.
Alright, moving on. Let's see what we got next. I think it's the Order 4 matchup between the two members of Order 4, Jason Hotch and Mustafa Ali. And Mustafa Ali's got Tasha Steelz in his corner, quote unquote, so I don't know if that means she'll help him. And John Skyler is on commentary. But nonetheless, I'm going to forward this match. I got too many matches to watch today. Looks like they're having a standard wrestling match, a chain wrestling match. Good for them. Good work, good work. Looking good, looking good. I just gotta see the booking. Sorry guys, I'm mashing that fast forward button. I'm mashing it. And looks like Mustafa Ali scared Tasha away from maybe being sympathetic towards Hotch. Taking some big bumps here off the top rope to the outside. Lots going on. Again, all right, let's see what happens here. So Mustafa Ali, I think, expected help from Tasha Steelz.
He had the referee's attention. Ali did.
Ali is trying to pressure Tasha into helping him cheat.
Why would she help this monster? Wait. Tasha, where are you going? I don't blame her.
Ooh, what the fuck? I've never seen Jason Hotch dive over the top rope. That looked really good. He's got talent. Tasha walked out finally. I don't know if expecting someone to walk in, someone that Tasha called on the phone. I expect them to appear before this match is up. Ooh, nice move. Alright, let's forward to the ending. Tasha's gone. No one's here. I'm expecting someone to show up, but... Alright, something's happening with Skyler. Let me rewind it.
With malice.
Okay, so Mustafa Ali had the match won, but he didn't want to pin Hotch because he wants to punish him more. I think this might actually bring Skyler to finally oppose Mustafa Ali. So he's telling him it's enough. Let it go, that's enough. And drama abounds. Let's see if this will lead to the breakup of Order 4. Or if somehow Mustafa Ali is going to keep control of these guys.
Mustafa Ali could have ended this matchup, but instead he decides to send a message, and Hotch gets the knees up. Hotch might beat him. Hotch might beat Ali. Oh, with a kick out.
Ali trying to send a message, and now Skyler actively rooting for Hotch to close out the victory here.
Skyler cheering on his tag team partner and his best friend in Jason Hotch. Oh, Hotch sent into the turnbuckles.
Just a second too long there. And now Ali once again to the top rope.
Hotch is down. 450 to the back.
Message set.
Alright, so
is
nothing
your
happened.
winner.
I expected someone to maybe interfere and try to talk sense into Ali, but nope, nothing. The only thing we got as an advancement to this storyline was that the angle was that John Skyler finally starts to feel that Ali has gone too far. Even Skyler, the only guy that Ali had on his side. So at this point, it's an afterbirth, post-match. Looks like Ali wants to beat down or attack Hotch even more post-match. So I guess we'll see if Skyler interferes and possibly see the entrance of this mystery former friend. Oh no, he didn't beat him up. He's shaking his hand. Oh no, he didn't. It was a disrespectful ruse. Ali reached out to shake his hand, but didn't walk by. Is Ali walking out by himself?
Heartless he can be. Want to turn out against Brand, Grace, and Hart.
Alright. So here's a replay of what happened on the pre-show between the Inspiration, the Elegance brand. Here's the Inspiration themselves out here to cut a promo.
Zach, I mean, why now and why the Elegance brand?
Oh, Gia. You want to know why? I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant again. But now we are not. So that explains the why now. But Gia, we've been gone from TNA for 3 years. You know, we turn the TV on and we see these discount perfume models who think they're dominant, who say they're the most beautiful team in TNA history.
Discount perfume model.
Dominate. Good. See, the Elegance brand doesn't dominate. They're just lucky that we weren't here. That's true. But now the lights are shining brighter. The standards are higher. And we are here to inspire.
Cool. Alright, so the Elegance brand has new challenge. Like I said during my Impact live stream, that for a while they were pretty much teasing that the NXT women would come to challenge for the Knockout Tag titles. They have forgotten about that in wrestling fashion. But okay, here's what happened on Tuesday night. Santana got screwed over by First Class, AJ Francis, Casey Navarro. So here comes, this is a great picture. I almost want to make this the thumbnail for the show on the YouTube live stream, but AJ Francis coming out. They have a segment, it's like their Piper's Pit, the First Class Penthouse. I'm going to let this run and listen to it while I go use the bathroom real quick and come back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, but especially the ladies. Woo! You hear them. Welcome to a brand new episode of the First Class Penthouse. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, AJ Francis.
That's you.
And this right here is my co-host, KC Navarro. And together, we make up First Class. And I don't know if you've been noticing, but it's been a first-class summer.
Hey, big fella, it really has. I mean, we've been making some history.
That's a fact.
I mean, let's talk about this. I became the first ever and only TNA All-Star.
That's a fact.
And then not to mention this past Tuesday, we went to NXT and saved Trick NA.
Exactly.
But big fella, it's kind of crazy to me. A lot of people seem pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
And I honestly think we did a good thing, but hey, big fella, we're smart guys.
Facts.
Especially you.
I mean, I went to college.
I didn't, but you're smart enough for the both of us, and that's why you made that executive decision to get us some high-quality security.
Yeah. Yes, make some noise for our security team. Yeah.
It says it right there.
Yeah.
That's official.
It says it right on their shirt, so you know it's real.
Santana's gonna kick all of those security guards' ass probably, and
with TNA management, and they were not very happy with what we were doing.
Pardon me? What do you mean?
pardon me.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
I
don't know why that's like my favorite catchphrase these days.
There are children here.
Inappropriate.
There are children here. See, the management is upset with the fact that we happen to be coming up with a little bit of bad publicity.
Bad publicity? Big fella, last Tuesday on NXT's Instagram, what we did to save Trick and A got over 2.6 million views.
And counting. Yeah, and if you add up all the social media accounts, we actually did about 10 million views! Yeah. Yes. But all people want to do is talk about, why'd you have to hurt Mike Santana? Why'd you have to cost Mike Santana? My Nana told me never answer a question with a question, so Nana, I am sorry, but I'm going to ask a couple questions here. Number one, who was the person that interrupted our conversation with Sami Callihan on TNA Impact last month?
Mike Santana.
Okay, and who was the person that at the same exact time interrupted the last episode of the First Class Penthouse with O'Shea Jackson Jr.?
Michael Santana.
That's a fact. And who is the person that last week on TNA Impact hit me in the head with a chair, jumped both of us, and called me a pendejo?
Survey says Mike Santana.
Oh, that was true. That's why I predicted that the First Class would be there at NXT. It was pretty obvious.
But nevertheless, I decided to spread a little goodwill. And I don't mean goodwill like where this guy shops.
Look at that shirt.
Baroki!
Look at his shoes.
Baroki!
Hey, look at those glasses. They're not even prescription.
Baroki! No.
Baroki.
I'm still going to spread some goodwill by inviting Mike Santana out to the First Class Penthouse.
You're an audible man.
Oh my God.
So ladies and gentlemen, get off your feet and put your stubby little hands together for the one, the only First Class. Because Mike Santana ain't here tonight.
Nope. No, he's not.
No, see, Mike Santana can't even show up because he knows that I would put the boots to that boy.
Yep, that's right.
If I saw Mike Santana, I promise you,
Look at
I
that.
would put boots on him.
Wait, well, look at that.
Yeah, you would. And I'd punch him square in his face.
Hey,
I'm in the middle of
let's
something.
see outside of the building.
And he knows that he's scared of me.
Pardon
he
me.
knows that he doesn't.
Pardon me. Big fella. Big fella. Big fella, pardon me, but I swear, big fella, I'm not playing.
Oh, boy.
Santana was gone. Hey, y'all.
What in the world is going to happen? I don't think he's going to get to them. I think he might catch KC Navarro, but AJ Francis, they have to save that match for later, I think.
He's here on Against All Odds.
Santana ain't wasting any time. She's making a deal.
And why shovel up on the First Class Penthouse as a guest? He got screwed out of the TNA World title, and now he's fighting through the security, trying to get his hands on First Class.
The People who ruined a dream opportunity.
Casey, you're good. You're good. I promise. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
On AJ Francis leaving Casey Navarro to Mike Santana.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad news for the blessed one.
Mike Santana gets some first-class payback.
All right, well that's half the battle. I kind of just literally predicted that. All right, so oh wait, there comes AJ Francis from behind. Oh shit.
AJ Francis attacks Santana from behind.
First class, continuing to wreak havoc on the
And he
life
drags Casey
on the
to
career
the back.
of Mike Santana.
Well, that sets up another match for them. Something that Santana's definitely gonna win, but that was interesting. That was interesting. I like that. I'll give that segment 2 thumbs up. I thought that was hilarious. Pardon me. Alright, Laying Lee and Masha Slamovich. I'm sure this is going to be a solidly worked match. There's Indy Hartwell to come watch the match from commentary. She might be Masha's next opponent. But unfortunately, I am getting sleepy, so I cannot watch this whole match. I don't think there'll be any cheating or any interference. So I'm just going to skip to the booking, man. If anyone wants to see this whole thing, buy the pay-per-view and watch it. I'm gonna see wins and move on because I'm waiting for that Santino Robert Stone match. That's really all I want to see from this freaking show. Alright, I'm mashing forward button. I'm mashing that forward button. The right button on my keyboard eventually is gonna give out because it's the button I use most when I'm watching wrestling these days. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. They're flooding us with too much wrestling. Who the hell can watch this much wrestling? I'm trying to keep up with all these storylines and all these angles, but it's just too fucking much, man. I can't watch like 24 hours of wrestling a week. That's like a freaking part-time job. But yes, there goes Masha Slamovich. Looks like she won. I'll rewind a little bit so we could check out the finish. Let's see.
Hold on. Oh, getting Masha up onto the shoulders. Was looking for that swinging face buster she used to beat Ash by Elegance last week on Impact. Here's the cover and a kick out. Hold on a second.
Slamovich holding on.
Holding on. Requiem. The package pile driver.
Looks nice.
Great effort by
Alright, it was a package pile driver. Masha Slamovich retains. Yes, yes, yes. I did not expect Laying Lee to win, but it looked like she put in a good showing. And here comes somebody in the afterbirth. Who was that?
Oh my God! Killer Kelly is back!
Killer Kelly? I don't know who the hell this is.
And one-time rival of Masha Slamovich, that chain Tom in hand.
That chain.
Former tag team partner and rival. They are filling us in, which I love how Hannafin and Ray Walt fill us in on shit. They're really good at it.
Define the team of Slamovich and Kelly, known as MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, Killer Kelly. Alright, well they had Indy Hartwell over there at commentary. I thought she might be next in line since she's new here and they want to give her a push, but maybe later, I guess. Alright, this was the Border Brawl show. I did not watch this. There was too many shows that week. It was one of them weeks that was like super packed full of shows and I couldn't watch it. I don't think there was anything that really mattered canon-wise, but alright, let's go to the back. I think Mike Santana's hurt and pissed off. Let's see what he's gonna do at the Bioflex recovery room, the medics room, it looks like.
Mike, I've got to put you through a concussion
I said
protocol.
I'm good. I said
Listen,
I'm good.
and back here you need stitches.
I said I'm good!
I said I'm good with a glass bottle!
Hey, calm down.
You got to get help.
I said I'm good.
He's literally trying to help you.
Can't let him back in the ring.
Alright, man, Santana refuses medical help after getting hit in the back of the head with a champagne bottle. because he's crazy like that. Alright, Joe Hendry versus Kazarian. Here's Kazarian. I would consider this a pseudo #1 contenders match, although Joe Hendry really deserves a rematch. No matter what happens, he hasn't gotten a rematch. I don't really hear this. In TNA, for some reason, I don't hear a lot of talk of automatic rematches. I don't know if it's a thing here or not. Maybe it's just not a thing. But anyways, this is another match that I'm forwarding through. Despite my love of Kazarian and his character and his history in TNA that I very much respect, I just have too many matches to watch. Let's see the booking. Let's see who wins the match. It looks like I can already tell from forwarding that Kazarian is working on the leg, and that same leg that bothered Trick during the match, or bothered Hendry during the match with Trick, it looks like he's still favoring it. So it's a running thing here. I don't know if he's gonna shake that so he could get back in the title scene, but this is a long, hard-fought match that I am skipping through, man. It's just what the hell? Kazarian won. What the fuck? All right, let me jump to the finish here. Looks like he has him in a submission move, and I'll press play for now.
Where is he finding this? The wherewithal, the damage to the leg, all of it.
For over 12 long years, he's believed in himself. The people believe in Joe Hendry, and damn it, Hendry's pushing through.
The way, look, Frankie Kazarian once again with an answer and attack to the leg. Look out!
Cover!
And he's gonna use the ropes. Joe Hendry couldn't kick out. He couldn't get the leverage. His leg. The crowd is pissed off. Oh, Kazarian. Alright, well, you know, maybe Kazarian's gonna get the next shot at Trick and probably lose. And they could milk this a little longer and have Trick hold that TNA World title. But Hendry's holding his leg in pain. Okay?
The victory, but let's just be honest, that was anything but a clear win. What do you have to say for yourself?
You know what that's called winning, dummy. Something that Joe Hendry has forgot how to do. Isn't that right?
It's true, it's wrestling, man. You gotta win by any means necessary. What are you gonna do, man?
Piling out of the ring, going after Kazarian, but an injured left leg. You can understand how ticked off Hendry was coming in it tonight. Hearing Kazarian run his mouth, Hendry wasn't going to stand for it.
Setback for Joe Hendry. Well, it's alright, man. He's already been world champion, so it's not that bad. Alright, moving on to the next segment. Alright, so it looks like backstage, Robert Stone's gonna try to bribe Matt Cardona or something. Let's see what he's got.
You don't gotta get up. You're just the guy that I'm looking for because, bro, from one bro to another, I know that you are the special guest referee in my match tonight. And I just, you know, I kind of thought there was a way we could maybe align our interests together. You know what I'm talking about? Yep, right there. There we go. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. That's for you. I know you like money. What do you? Yep. Uh-huh.
I
Look
mean,
at that.
I'm not going to turn down free money, bro.
Hey, you know what? I knew that you wouldn't.
$5?
It all adds up. But
Okay.
listen, maybe, just maybe, if, I don't know, Victoria or Tessa were to get involved tonight, maybe you wouldn't see it. That, cool gear. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's great. Ladies, come on. We got a big night. Woo!
Robert Stone.
Well, Matt Cardona said he's not going to turn down free money. He took the money, but he didn't necessarily say, I'm going to help you. But okay. We got the World Tag Team title match before we get to the big show of Robert Stone and Santino. But this is the Nemeths against the Rascals. I don't feel like they've built this up enough for the Rascals to take this title. So I'm not expecting a title change, therefore I'm not really going to watch this match. This is another match where I'm going to mash that forward button and mash it. By the way, if you're watching this hit like and subscribe. You know what to do. But, alright, Ryan Nemeth, who I've been a fan of since he's turned full-on heel with his brother. I think it's been a good, they've had good chemistry together. Much better than when he was on his own before that, just annoying the fuck out of everyone. But, it's okay. Let me just skip to the finish here. Let me see what they got. I think, it's definitely gonna be a Nemeth's title defense. The only question is, how? How will this match end? I'm mashing forward, man. I'm mashing it hard. I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta get to bed so I can wake up and watch more wrestling, I guess. That's how much wrestling they've given us. I don't want to do this. If there was only one show to watch, I would watch the freaking match. But they're giving us 15 shows a week. This is the only way to do it. Alright, I see the Nemeths retained. Let's rewind a little bit and see the finish.
And they're setting up for freedom to the Lions. Nick Nemeth prevented it. Oh, and Miguel nearly won the title there if it weren't for Nick.
Kick right to the back of the head, and now primed.
Danger Zone. And now the big Hollywood ending.
Well, that was not really cheating. They just kind of won. I'll call that pretty much a clean win, like an intelligent win. But the Nemeths retained, just like I predicted. Moving along. Okay, so we got Jody Threat, formerly of Spitfire. They have broken up now, so we had a Danny Luna promo on Impact the night before, and here's Jody Threat. I guess she's going to be on her own too. Let's see what she has to say.
It's the Wild Child Jody Threat here. Just wanted to let you know that tonight and tonight only, you can get 20% off your entire order at tnamerch.com. All you need to do is use promo code Jody20. That's right. Oh, come on, man. Chill. What?
Did you do this? Did you do this? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me.
Come on. Listen, you gotta get out of here.
All the blood, all the sweat, all the
It's Eric
tears,
Young, by
everything
the
I've
way.
done for this place belongs to me. Was it you? Was that you?
Listen, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here
Right now, the TNA World Champion is some NXT punk. Some punk.
You gotta go. You gotta go, Eric. Come on.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Look into my eyes and you tell me if it's worth it.
What are you yammering about?
Was this you?
Wasn't me.
this
It
you?
wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay, so now we're friends.
I don't want to be your friend either.
Now we're friends.
But I hear you over here talking. You want to ask, is it worth it? The blood you've spilled? I've spilled blood too. Barbed Wire Massacre, one of the most legendary matches to happen in TNA wrestling history. Is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth it. I feel it pumping through my veins, just like you. You think I'm not mad that an NXT guy has the TNA World Championship? But I'm gonna go about it the right way. So Eric, get your stuff together and bounce.
It was you.
Hey, come on.
It was you.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Come on.
Hey, Eric.
Come on. Eric, here, come on.
It's you. You know I'm right.
Hey, come on.
You know I'm right.
Come on.
You
Eric,
know I'm
come on,
right.
Come on.
Alright, I got a comment on this. Unfortunately, this is confusing, but like a lot of things in Eric Young's career are confusing because he's just crazy. So after his loss last night, the night before to Moose for the X Division title, he attacked a fan. So I don't know what he's saying, was it you? I really don't understand. But he's not supposed to be there. Seems like he's banned from the building or suspended or something. I'll just wait and see on this one. I don't want to comment too much on it. I want to move on. See what we got next.
You know I'm right.
You know, yeah, we all know you're right. Alright, here we go. Santino versus Robert Stone. This is the match of the night, really. I guess after that it's Trick and Elijah, but I'm going to anticipate
Director of
a lot of
Authority
that. But
in
this
TNA
one,
Wrestling.
I have to watch this. Let's see what happens. There's a video package for it that I am skipping over. I got to see this match. Here comes Matt Cardona. Here comes Robert Stone with Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford, and Santino's just got his daughter with him. So, a little bit unfair on both sides. We got ring announcements for this one. It's a big match. And Robert Stone's gonna check the tights and everything. Make sure. Oh, he found a weapon. Brass knuckles. Confiscated, it seems. And here we go. We're gonna start the match. Let's press play.
To find out who TNA's Director of Authority will be here at Against All Odds. And immediately, Robert Stone, like a coward, dives out of the ring.
Look, like anybody else, he's controlling the pace here.
He isn't at a singles match on NXT television in nearly a year and a half. This is Stone's first singles match at TNA in 8 years.
I heard he's been training in the Stone Dungeon, getting ready for this. He's in the best shape. Look at him. He's in the best shape of his life.
I know he owns a chain of F-45s, so he's probably been working very hard in that capacity. Meanwhile, Santino Marella does zone training in mixed martial arts, all sorts of combat sports at his own Battle Academy in the greater Toronto area, and is regularly competing in pro wrestling.
Well,
yeah, but
Santino is
F-45s. That's 3 times
much
faster
bigger.
than F-15.
Seems like they wouldn't really be in the same weight class if this was like Ultimate Fighting or boxing. Santino's got some chunk on him. He's manhandling to Robert Stone
Full wrestling gear.
with some freestyle wrestling, it seems.
Look, he's always ready. He's never
Interesting start to the match.
And now Stone, takes an early advantage here with Santino Marella.
Last time we saw an outright battle for the Director of Authority position, all the way back to 2004. The infamous Don Callis and Eric Watts match here in TNA Wrestling.
Now, we relive that struggle again.
Alright, well, so far for a novelty match, I will say that I am impressed with the booking, the selling, I mean, sorry, here's my dog, here's Laura. Hey Laura, what's going on?
Big shot right to the midsection.
Oh, God.
Stone and Santino spilling out to the crowd here on the campus of Arizona State University. Our referee is Matt Cardona, so he's
clearly letting it go.
Robert Stone is definitely, if he's been a coach for WWE and developmental, he is very excellent at selling everything, man. He does it so well. Gotta exaggerate a little bit in wrestling. So far, this match is living up to the hype. They're fighting out in the crowd.
Stone in front of the people. He's out here to represent.
Who the fuck is gonna win, though? I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know. Oh, here comes some interference. Well, Matt Cardona saw the physical interference, but didn't call for the bell, didn't even eject them, so he did take that wad of cash. Is this because of the wad of cash?
Cardona warning Blanchard and Crawford. Blanchard, by the way, who's on the TNA injury report presented by BioFlex.
Still no ejection. And Ariana Grace is on the other side, not really getting involved.
Sternum first into the top turnbuckle. Goes Santino Marella. Here's my question. Robert Stone works for NXT. Doesn't work for this company. I know it on good authority. Nobody in Anthem Sports and Entertainment called out Robert Stone. Said, oh, let's give you a job. See if you be Director of Authority. I think ultimately this entire situation, Robert Stone made it up. You know how he constantly would say, well, the higher up said this, the higher up said that. He never proved it. Show me the evidence. Never did it. He's potentially going to talk his way and buy his way into a job that actually means something.
The evidence is that he said things and people listen. You gotta
So he's a liar.
I gotta try that sometime. Tom, leave.
Off the turnbuckles, the elbow.
Well, at this point, the ref has let a lot of shit go.
Authority and a kick out at 2. Matt Cardona, a fair count there.
Shades of Bret Hart there from Robert Stone. What are you laughing at? There's a picture-perfect forearm.
Yeah, just like Bret Hart.
Now Stone in firm control of Santino here.
Belly suplex there by Santino Marella, breaking things up here against Robert Stone.
Ooh, Robert Stone might have a busted lip there, courtesy of Santino Marella in this matchup. Stone is literally bleeding for TNA.
He's bleeding for himself. He doesn't care about this company, even if he did work here a long time ago.
Wait
and remember, the Cobra is legal. Oh, Tessa Blanchard running off with the Cobra.
The man is useless without his snake.
Wait a minute, cover! Cardona, what's he gonna do? Santino got his shoulder up.
He didn't count. Refusing to count.
He saw the feet on the ropes, but
he was conflicted for a second, but making the choice.
He got paid by Robert Stone. I am genuinely surprised Matt Cardona's not going along with Stone. Whoa, wait a minute. Shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out.
And almost backfired big time on Stone there.
Stone and Santino down in the middle of the ring.
Same idea here. Who can get back to their feet, back to the advantage?
Sheriff Stone reaching for his badge.
Wait a second. Bad intentions with that badge.
Like Cardona preventing Stone.
Cardona really living up to calling this down the middle.
Now Victoria Crawford with the axe kick. Cardona didn't see it. Stone!
Are you kidding?
Is he the director of authority? No!
Just in the nick of time.
Nice looking axe kick from Alicia Fox, though, I will say.
Take a look back here. The axe kick by Victoria Crawford behind Cardona's back. Stone nearly took advantage and won the DOA job.
Now Stone just trying to toy with Santino here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Santino coming back to life here.
Santino knows what he's fighting for TNA Wrestling, for his daughter Ariana Grace, for families everywhere who build lives together through professional wrestling.
Oh my God!
Classic Santino! Victoria Crawford trips up Santino. Cardona's all over it. Ariana Grace chasing off Crawford. Oh, and a low blow. God, could this be it? Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Santino. Cardona was slow on the count.
Yeah, it seemed like Cardona didn't really want to make the count.
With all the distractions on the outside, the low blow from Robert Stone.
Refty Suck is right, though, man. He's getting distracted way too easily, like a freaking idiot normal ref.
Same. Clearly, Stone's payoff was not enough to throw Cardona.
Crawford again up on the apron, but wait.
Ariana Grace trying to help out her father. Ariana Grace once again. Down goes Stone.
Man, Ariana Grace is having issues with that dress she's wearing. She's like trying to make sure, you know, boobs don't pop out. She eventually did it and knocked Robert Stone off the top rope. Will that be enough to get the win for Santino? Overall, this has been a really good match, I think. Oh man, alright, there you go. Santino. So that was all just a little aside. I don't know if that means Robert Stone is done, or if he's gonna stick around and be a little annoying shit still, but overall I'd say for the amount of annoying and, you know, problems he's caused, he didn't really get his comeuppance too good. He got nailed with a cobra, but he didn't really get humiliated or anything. It would have been better if he got, well, the spot with Ariana ended up bad because I think she tried to push him off the top rope, but she had to try it 3 times because she was trying to hold her breasts in her dress. So that kind of got messed up a little bit, but overall though, it's a celebration for TNA. There you go. Post-match interview with Gia Miller.
In the middle of that ring, and more importantly, you get to keep your job here in TNA Wrestling. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Arizona, we did it! I feel fantastic. I feel like I'm on cloud 10. And look, I know earlier I said I dedicated to the families at home, but I want to know I also dedicated to everybody here tonight. I heard all your support. I felt all your support. And without you, I don't know if I could have did it. So I thank you. I'm going to continue to do the best job I can for this company, for this locker room, and for these fans. I love you guys so much, you don't even know. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Babyface Santino. Good job being a babyface, I will say. It's not easy, but he pulled it off. He tried his best. What we got next? We got the TNA World Title match. Elijah has a chance to get the title back for TNA, for Trick, but I don't anticipate this fool who's singing a song walk into the ring to beat Trick Williams, man. It's just not gonna happen. Unless somebody interferes or something, but I don't think so. I'm gonna skip this match though, man. I'm sorry. This is one of the matches I'm gonna mash that forward button. Mash that. Oh, someone's watching. It looks like everybody's watching in the back. The whole TNA locker room. We got Ryan Nemeth, Nick Nemeth, Zaya Brookside, Leon Slater, and Joe Hendry and Santino. So lots of interest in the match. I think they're all rooting for Elijah, but I don't see it happening. We got 14 minutes left in the show, and I don't really care about how this match goes. It's like, good work, good job. I just can't watch all these matches. Just cannot watch all these matches. So let's forward to the booking and let's see how it happens. Any cheating? Maybe Elijah can get close. Maybe Trick, since he's the heel, has to cheat a little bit or something. Someone's out there. AJ Francis? AJ Francis out there to help Trick, just like he did this past Tuesday.
Francis tripped up Elijah. Cover.
Yeah, Francis got involved physically already. Tripped up Elijah, tried to give Trick an advantage, and Elijah, here he is getting distracted, and there's 2 minutes left in the show. He's pounding on AJ Francis's skull. Oh my god, I'm just gonna let the last 2 minutes run. Let's see what happens.
Hold up, wait a second,
Whoa! Taking a swing at Elijah with the guitar. Elijah.
Oh, wait.
Disarming Trick.
Wait a second. You don't want to get disqualified. Not in a title match.
Elijah, think about the championship and a referee trying to take the guitar. Francis handed the title belt to Williams.
Wait.
Oh my God, not like this.
Are you kidding me?
The referee didn't see it. Oh, Elijah kicked out.
Elijah. Elijah with the heart.
Much to the chagrin of Francis and Williams, the ruse did not work.
Come on, Elijah! Trick Williams, go for the trick shot. Elijah able to sidestep it. Back elbow there by Trick Williams.
And wait, no!
Oh, the exposed turnbuckle from earlier in the match.
By the tights into the buckle and boom!
The trick shot by hook or by crook.
There it is. All right. Good try, Elijah. You got closer than I thought you would. But there he goes.
Francis in first class have a vested
I see a tag match happening. Santana and Elijah against First Class. Possibly that could be an Impact match. But all right, that's it. I gotta find a thumbnail, maybe, to put on my YouTube live stream. So in case if anybody watches this, but I'm gonna give some overall thoughts on the show. Okay, so overall, I think the matches that I was interested in were the matches I was gonna be interested in. There weren't really any surprises other than the Cody Deaner thing, which was kind of nice, but not really, super impactful. It was just kind of a funny little thing. The Mance Warner, Steve Maclin match, I think, was a very solid match, a good wrestling match. But the thing that made this show really was the overbooked match between Santino and Robert Stone, which turned out to be a fun match, and I think lived up to the hype. I think it could have been a little better in terms of getting Robert Stone to be maybe just like knocked in the face with a brass knucks by Ariana or something that was more embarrassing and humiliating than what happened. He just got nailed with a Cobra and lost the match. So I think there was a little room there to make it more fun. It was fun. Could have been more fun. So I gave that 2 thumbs up. I really liked it. I don't think I loved it, but that's that. And then the other matches were they were what they were. They were fine. I think they split some of their heavy hitters onto the Impact the night before. So they didn't want to have a jam-packed show. But they did have a Monsters Ball the night before and an X Division title match the night before. So, and Trick retains. That's fine. That's good probably because they're going to continue the whole storyline of the NXT outsider taking the TNA World title, and they got to take it back. So, all right. See when that'll happen. Good luck. For now, I'm going to end this live stream. This was TNA Against All Odds. This was my cold watch. I hadn't watched it yet at all. I didn't have any spoilers. So, that was fun. Tomorrow, the next thing I'm going to do is Worlds Collide. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to try to squeeze that in before work. And if I could, I'll try to squeeze in Money in the Bank too and see the booking. Because I still don't know what happened. But, alright, that'll be it for this live stream. If anybody's a TNA fan and you actually listen to this, God bless you. TNA is the best brand in my opinion. Maybe NXT comes close, but as of right now, if I had to pick one show to watch and one show only with a gun to my head, I would pick TNA, baby. Alright, we'll see you next time.